Are your bones getting weaker as you age, though you try to eat healthy? You could be eating foods that silently steal strength from your bones every single day. But don't worry today. We'll show you which common foods are secretly damaging aging bones, and what to eat instead so you can stay strong, active, and independent after 60. Don't miss the last tip. It could change how you shop for groceries forever. Let's start with a simple question. Why do our bones get weaker with age? After 60, our bodies naturally lose bone density, especially women after menopause, but men too. This makes bones thinner, more fragile, and at higher risk of breaks from simple falls. But here's the good news. What you eat can either speed up bone loss or help your bones stay strong for years to come. So what should you be eating, and what should you avoid? Let's talk about the foods that silently damage aging bones. These are things you might eat every day without realizing they could be stealing minerals from your skeleton. First up, salt. Salty snacks, canned soups, frozen dinners, and even some breads are packed with sodium. Why is this a problem? Too much sodium makes your body lose calcium through urine, directly weakening bones. The more salt you eat, the more calcium you flush out. What to do instead? Look for low sodium or no saltated options, and flavor foods with herbs, lemon, or spices. Next, sugary sodas and soft drinks. Regular sodas often contain phosphoric acid, which can throw off your body's calcium balance. Plus, all that sugar increases inflammation, which doesn't help your bones. If you drink soda daily, your risk of fractures can go up. What to do instead? Swap soda for water with a splash of lemon, or try herbal teas that are gentle on bones. Hot dogs, bacon, sausage, and most fast food meals. These foods are loaded with sodium and preservatives that harm bone health. They also tend to crowd out healthier, bone-friendly foods. What to do instead? Limit processed meats and go for lean proteins like chicken, fish, eggs, or beans. Love coffee or strong tea? A little is fine, but more than 3 cups of coffee a day can start leaching calcium from bones. Caffeine makes your kidneys lose more calcium. What to do instead? Enjoy coffee in moderation and balance each cup with a glass of calcium-rich milk or a dairy alternative. Some foods are healthy in small amounts, but can cause trouble when you have too much. For example, wheat bran is very high in fiber, but it can block calcium absorption if you eat a lot at once. If you take calcium supplements, don't have them at the same time as high-brand cereals. Alcohol is another one. 1 or 2 drinks a week is fine for most people, but heavy drinking weakens bones and raises your risk of falls. Now for the good part, let's talk about foods that make your bones stronger. Milk, yogurt, and cheese are classic bone builders, packed with calcium your bones crave. But if you're lactose intolerant or prefer plant-based, you're in luck. Many nut milks, soy milks, and yogurts are now fortified with calcium and vitamin D. Always check the label. Some plant-based products aren't fortified. Enjoy a small bowl of Greek yogurt with berries or a glass of fortified almond milk at breakfast. Don't underestimate humble greens. Kale, bok choy, collard greens, and broccoli are loaded with calcium and vitamin K, which your bones need for rebuilding and repair. Even if you don't love salad, these veggies are easy to add to soups, omelets, and smoothies. Add a handful of spinach or kale to your morning omelet, or toss some steamed broccoli with olive oil for dinner. It might sound strange, but canned sardines and salmon with bones are bone health superstars. The edible bones in these fish are rich in both calcium and phosphorus. They're also a great source of vitamin D and healthy omega-3 fats, which help reduce bone inflammation. Mix canned salmon into salads, or whole grain wraps, or mash sardines onto whole grain toast with a squeeze of lemon. Almonds, chia seeds, and sesame seeds pack a surprising calcium punch. They're also rich in magnesium and good fats, both important for building strong bones. Sprinkle chia seeds into your morning oatmeal or smoothie. Snack on a handful of almonds in the afternoon. Well, a rented motor to roll like canal like maybe an LO. We're in red. I'm not on one. I'll buy all right RO. They're high in magnesium, fiber, and protein, all of which support bone density. Add black beans to your salad, or enjoy a hearty lentil soup for lunch. Egg yolks are one of the few natural food sources of vitamin D, which helps your body absorb calcium from food. If you eat eggs, try to include a few whole eggs per week in your diet. Some breakfast cereals, orange juices, and breads are fortified with extra calcium and vitamin D. If you find it hard to get enough from food alone, these can help fill the gap. Okay, so you know what to eat. But a few daily habits can help your body use those nutrients even better. Get moving. Weight-bearing exercises like walking, dancing, and gentle strength training encourage your bones to stay strong. Get sunlight. Just 10 to 20 minutes of sun on your arms or face a few times a week can boost your vitamin D, especially if you live in a sunny area. Stay hydrated. Dehydration can make you feel weak and tired, and your bones need fluids to stay healthy. You might be wondering, how do I put all these foods together in my daily meals? Here's a simple, tasty sample meal plan to help you get started. No complicated recipes needed. For breakfast, have a bowl of fortified oatmeal topped with chia seeds, sliced almonds, and a handful of blueberries, plus a glass of fortified almond milk or low-fat dairy milk. For a snack, try a small container of Greek yogurt or fortified soy yogurt with a few baby carrots or celery sticks. Lunch can be a salmon salad sandwich using canned salmon with bones on whole grain bread, and a side salad with spinach, cherry tomatoes, and olive oil vinaigrette. Snack on a hard-boiled egg and a piece of fruit like an orange or apple. Enjoy grilled chicken or lentil stew with steamed broccoli and kale, plus brown rice or quinoa. Before bed, have a cup of herbal tea and a small handful of walnuts or a few dried figs, another natural source of calcium. When shopping, check labels for calcium fortified and vitamin D added. Skip the salt and add flavor with herbs, lemon, or garlic. Eat the rainbowed. Different colors mean different nutrients. And if you eat out, look for menu items with grilled fish, steamed veggies, or salads with nuts and seeds. Here are a few quick questions people often ask about bone health. Can I just take a calcium supplement instead of changing my diet? Food is the best source because it comes with other vitamins, minerals, and healthy fats your body needs. Supplements can help if your doctor recommends them, but they're not a replacement for a healthy diet. Do I have to give up coffee or tea completely? Not at all. Just enjoy them in moderation and balance each cup with a glass of calcium-rich milk or a dairy alternative. What if I'm allergic to dairy or vegan? It's no problem. Focus on plant-based sources like fortified nut milks, leafy greens, beans, lentils, tofu, nuts, and seeds. How soon can I expect to feel a difference? Bone changes happen slowly, but you may notice improved strength, balance, and energy within a few weeks of eating healthier and staying active. Consistency is key. Should I avoid all salt, sugar, or processed foods? You don't need to be perfect. The goal is to limit these foods most of the time, not to eliminate them completely. Small changes every day add up to big results over time. Remember, it's never too late to take charge of your bone health. Simple changes to what you eat and how you move can keep you strong, independent, and full of life after 60 and beyond.